What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of season 2, Follow the Flip. Today we're going to be talking about photographing your shoes. And it's episode 4, so there's 4 things that you want to remember. We're going to talk about lighting. We're going to talk about the position of your camera, aka your phone when you're taking the photos. We're going to talk about the background that you use. And we're going to talk about the 6 must-have shots, the 6 must-have angles that you need to take when photographing your shoes. Let's dive in. So the first thing that you want to think about is your lighting. You do not need an expensive lighting kit. You don't need a big whole setup. The first 1,000 pairs that we sold and photographed, we used the light that was coming in through the living room window. We had it on the coffee table that was in our living room. The important thing to remember when it comes to lighting is that the light is actually shining and lighting up the shoe. A lot of the times we see people take photos of their shoes and the light's coming towards them because they're either putting them up on the window and shooting it this way, or the light's going directly down, casting shadows among the shoe. Again, whether you have lighting setup, whether you have the light coming into the window in your kitchen, your living room, your dining room, whatever you're using, you want to make sure that it's lighting up the shoe. So the second thing that you want to keep in mind is the positioning of your camera relative to the shoe, aka your phone. We do absolutely everything with our phone, including using the camera to take the photos. A lot of people, when they're taking photos of their shoes, they're either coming from top down or they're doing some crazy angle that's not really showing the face of the shoe. What's worked well for us is almost eye level, probably say 6 inches above eye level with the shoe. As you see, whether it is our coffee table in our living room or a table now that we have set up, we have a chair that allows us to be low enough to be about 6 inches higher than eye level when taking all of those photos. It'll help you out tremendously. It'll make the shoes look really, really good. A pro tip when you're taking photos is always use square mode on your phone. It's a simple toggle when you bring up the camera, and keeping it in square mode ensures that no matter which marketplace you're using, it'll be formatted correctly. So the third thing that you want to keep in mind is the background. Again, it doesn't have to be this expensive, elaborate background, but something that will keep the focus on the shoes. So many times when we're talking to people about some of their listings, when they're asking for advice, we see all this riffraff in the background that's distracting people from the shoes. Now again, whether it's a coffee table, have nothing on the coffee table. Whether you can put it up against a wall that's a blank wall, that's ideal. We literally found this wooden box on the side of the road back a little over a year ago, and it's been golden because it has a background that's not distracting to the actual shoes. Again, you want to make sure no distractions behind, no matter what it is. Coffee table, blank wall. You know, if you're gonna use your bed, because we see a lot of people use your bed, make sure the bed is cleaned off. You can't see anything behind it. Or if you find a box on the side of the road, it works perfectly. So the fourth thing that you really want to keep in mind when you're photographing shoes are getting shots of all angles. Here are the 6 shots that we think are the most crucial. You can have more, but definitely not less than this. First, we want to make sure we bring up our camera. We got it in square mode. Again, we're about 6 inches above eye level. This is going to be the first shot, a side of the shoe, number 1. Then you're going to want to turn the shoes towards you so you can see the toe box, the tongue. You're going to want to make sure, again, you're about 6 inches above eye level. This is shot number 2. Rotating the shoes as if we're getting a 360 view of everything. That's just shot number 3. Then you're going to want the back of the shoes. We usually flare out the front so that you not only see the back, but you can see once again the side of every shoe. This is shot number 4. Then we take the shoe forms out, whether you were using socks, whether you're using these shoe trees, whether you're using the plastic forms. You can even put bubble wrap in. Then we'll rest, pull the laces out. Again, so the light is going into the shoe. This is shot number 5. And then you want to see the bottom of the shoes. This is shot number 6. If you guys have any questions at all about the different angles, let us know. You can certainly take more, but at least have these 6. So here's a quick recap, the 4 things that you really want to keep in mind when you're photographing shoes. You want to make sure that the shoes are well lit, that your light source, whether it's the light coming in through the window, whether it's daylight bulbs, however you're getting your light source, you want to make sure it's coming from behind you and lighting up the shoe. The second thing you want to keep in mind is the position of your camera, aka your phone. Again, 6 inches above eye level is usually ideal. You want to make sure you have a blank background, something that won't distract people from looking right at the shoes, and you want to make sure you have those 6 must-have shots, those 6 must-have angles. If you guys have any questions about photographing your shoes, put it in the comments below.